If you're watching this, then you're after stretches that are going to help your feet perform and feel better. Before we jump in, we've got to cover off the basics of the muscles that move and support the foot. Did you know there are different groups of muscles that act on the foot? There's the extrinsic muscles. Now they originate in the lower leg and have tendons that go down and act on the foot. And there's another group of muscles called the intrinsic muscles. And these muscles originate in the foot itself. All of these muscles work together in harmony to make sure that the foot has the right amount of support, suppleness and flexibility to really maximize that push-off to help with foot performance and to prevent injury. So you don't want to just stretch the muscles in the foot. You want to stretch the muscles that are in the lower leg and upper leg to make sure that that foot performs optimally, therefore improving performance and reducing injury. Thank you to our sponsor, Superfeet. Superfeet started in 1977 as a sports medicine division of the Northwest Podiatric Laboratory. Today, their products help people worldwide get the most out of every step. Superfeet insoles help your feet move the way they're supposed to. They adapt the flat surface inside the shoe to mold to the contours of your feet. New Adapt Runline offer cushion support, step-in comfort, and a smooth, easy ride to keep your feet feeling great mile after mile. Right, now let's go over some stretches that are going to really help the foot perform, but more importantly, stay injury-free. So let's start with the calf complex. So to start with, that nice straight knee stretch for the gastroc. And you want to hold that for around 15 to 20 seconds, times 2 to 4. And then soleus, so bring it in a little bit and then bend the knee. So that really works the deeper calf muscle. Now, it's a really good idea to work on some of the strut muscles that come in on the side of the lower leg into the foot. So first of all, we want to move that foot in this soleus stretch position, externally rotate it around 45 degrees, and then stretch forward. Okay, now that's going to work the peroneal muscles, a group of muscles that originate on the outside of the lower leg and come down into the foot. So you've got peroneus longus and brevis. So again, holding that stretch for between 15 and 20 seconds, times 2 to 4. And then for the tib post, which is the muscles on the inside of the lower leg, and they come down on the inside of that medial malleoli into the foot. So turning the foot out to 45 degrees, and in that soleus stretch position, stretch. So you're going to really work the inside and outside lower leg muscles, and they come in and help support and help it perform in the way that it should. Now, then you want to go on to the hamstring. So the hamstring muscle in the back of the leg. So I really like to stretch it with toes up towards me, knees slightly bent. That sort of takes off that neural aspect, and then just coming forward, just tilting from the hips. So you get that really nice specific muscle stretch in the hamstring, and then hold that for around 15 to 20 seconds. And then from the hamstring, moving on to the quad. So for the quad, just taking that foot and bringing it up into a nice stretch. And you can then move that foot into that plantar flexed position, which really stretches out the tibialis anterior at the front of the shin while you're stretching the quad on the front of the thigh. Another way to stretch that tibialis anterior, the muscle that originates at the front of the shin and crosses the ankle at the front of that ankle joint, is just to get down into this lovely position here, and then you can come down and just rest your glutes on the heel and just lean back a little bit. And that really stretches out that tib ant muscle. It's a really nice way to maximize quad stretch while again working on that tib ant. Now, all those previous stretches are for those extrinsic muscles that I was talking about, muscles that originate outside the foot in the lower leg that then have tendons that go in and work to stabilize, support, and allow that foot to function efficiently. Now this one is more of an intrinsic stretch, plus a few extrinsic muscles get worked at the same time. This is called a squat rocker. So you basically come down into a little bit of a squat and then just rock forward on that foot and then come back again. Now make sure before you do this that your toes are spread nice and wide, and then just come forward and then back onto that foot. So it's a really nice way to stretch out all those muscles within the foot to really make sure that we're getting the extrinsic and intrinsic muscles stretched out. Stretch all those muscles that work on the foot to allow the foot to perform at its optimal best and reduce that risk of injury. I wish you guys all the best. Go earn those miles, and I look forward to catching up with you on the next video.